Hello everybody, welcome back to PadFootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon, and today we are back in Britannic, Patroness of the Mediterranean. It's been a while since I've actually came in to record the first videos, even though I've already done this a couple times. We've had updates to the game. Now, from what I remember, is I want to click on here. I'm going to turn on Robin.
Young man.
Subset. Wait, my cursor's gone. Why did my cursor go away? I can't get it back. Okay. Okay. We're running blind here, people. There it is. Okay. Well, it only disappeared for a short amount of time. It's fine. Let's click on RMS. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, what I've been told now, and this is interesting, there's a day and night cycle, as we know when we're going through. Well, a lot of people have actually requested that it stayed nighttime, so that is why you see the exterior nighttime free cam. Even though there was a day and night, that was one of the updates that actually came, and it happens on the hospital ship and the actual steamer itself. So that's the biggest thing I want to show you, just because that update did come out yesterday, and I happen to be recording it today. Happy day before Halloween. From when I'm recording this, it'll be far off in the future when you actually see this video. But let's jump into the RMS version of Britannic. Of course, that music is still at like 800 decibels. It's driving me nuts. Okay, let's start with the forward grand staircase on what it would have looked like if she had been completed.
Titanic's grand staircase was an improvement on Olympics, and now Britannic's staircase surely improves on Titanic. Now, let's see if we can't spot any differences.
Alright, now, I can't say the last time I was actually walking around the Titanic one. Of course, they've reset the mouse sensitivity, and it probably won't change anyways. Hey, this looks a lot better than it did before. Okay, hold on. Frame rate, max, off. Textures, there's that. Audio. Okay, so we can't change the mount sensitivity anymore. Cool, good story. Alright, well, here you are. Here's the grand staircase, what it would have looked like. We've obviously got the beautiful floors and all the paneling installed. Looks much nicer as before. Of course, we have the organ installed and playing. And I know it's going to be turned down for you guys in posts, but man, this thing is blaring right now. If they had it playing during the day, you would never want to be here. Alright, let's take a little walk around here. Stateroom Z. Boat deck elevators are also through here. I'm going to assume that that's a water closet. Coming through. Everything is just nice and pish-posh. Nothing else is super changed at this level. Of course, we're at boat deck. There's a piano in here. Really nicely put together, too. They didn't cut out the keys, though. One solid chunk of ivory. One giant note. Alright, let's continue through. Even the detail of these lighting fixtures having light bulbs on them looks awesome. Alright, let's continue on. Let's walk through here. Now, before this was storage, this actually now becomes the nursery. Now, what's weird is that... There we are. Okay, hold on. Let's take a step out. It automatically turned off the toggle information. I'm not exactly sure why. Let's pop around. Yeah, there's going to be stuff to read. I thought it was weird when we were walking through and there was nothing to read. So let's take a step out. Let's try it again, shall we? Press C, toggle all the boxes. Well, I didn't touch it. Should have already automatically been on. Alright, coming through. Let's see, what do we got? So it would lead to the Britannic's officer quarters up here on the boat deck. Unlike on the Olympic Titanic, Britannic's elevators extended all the way up to the boat deck, which I think makes the most sense, by the way. And for modern luxury-wise. Come on through. At least the organ's a little bit quieter now. Beautiful, don't get me wrong. Very beautiful. Let's walk in here to the nursery, which was storage last time we'd seen it. The Britannic's first-class children's playroom. Interestingly, despite not being on the Titanic, this room was featured in a sinking scene from the 1958 film A Night to Remember. Now, a couple things about these rooms. What I love on the wall is that you've got depictions of different fairy tales. You've got Rapunzel. No idea. Oh, see, the labels are actually behind the bench here. Okay, so we got Cinderella, the three little men in the wood.
I believe I've seen this room in a moving picture once.
Uh-huh. Breaking the fourth wall a lot there. Snow White and the Red Rose. There's a bear outside. Little brother and little sister. I'm to assume that the deer is the brother. I'll have to ask Danielle. She knows children things. Looking through here. Looks like just a banister, right? That looks like a pipe, though. It looks like a wood texture. Little details that are going to bug me. Alright, let's take a look around. Creepy doll just sitting in there. What I find interesting is I wonder if we're going to eventually be able to interact with certain objects. Because if you look, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but they look for a lot of detail when it comes to this. That drawer looks like it could be opened. See how it's pushed in further than the other one? Now it could be just a skip in detail and somebody had forgotten it. But I don't know. Beautiful little rocking horse. A giant wind-up elephant. Oh, we got more little things on the wall. Oh, they're just... Mary had a little lamb. His fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. Tom Tom the Piper's son. But then they duplicate the little lamb one. So that was a little sad. Just on detail-wise, I doubt you'd have two. Seesaw, table's in the way. I can't walk through this gap. That's interesting. Yeah, that's when Jack and Jill went up the hill. So it makes you wonder what some of this stuff was. Like this. What was this for? What was this purpose? We may never know. Alright. It's so loud with that organ, okay. Also, I'm fascinated by this bench. This giant, elongated bench. As soon as I came from the room, I could not look at it. Okay, continuing on with this tour. With that obnoxious organ. Can we have a toggle for that, actually? I would like it nice and peaceful. Let's come down one deck. Like the Olympic and Titanic, Britannic had its own version of the Honor and Glory clock panel and her grand staircase. In recent years, it's been falsely speculated that there was a painting here instead. Harlan and Wolf documents prove this wrong. It's interesting where some of these theories come up, you know what I mean? I also love it, that's the real time. No, it's not. It's not the real time. I lied. But actually it might be what I have set here. For other reasons. But let's head down. Of course, we've got...
That's loud. I don't like loud things.
You know what? I can agree with you on that one, Robin. 100%. It is very loud. I don't know why they have it so loud. Of course, you have the angel at the center staircase. Again, just such a beautiful view. Alright. Manufactured in Germany by M. Welt and Schor. And was uninstalled before its sinking. It survives to this day in the museum here. I'm not even going to try to do that. No, maybe I will. Musikanto Manten? It's Switzerland. And it still works. No, I've got a reason to go to Switzerland now. Let's continue through. Don't go near that. Yeah, that's going to be exterior. Don't go near that at all. Beautiful deck space. This doorway would lead to the Britannix lounge and her reading and writing room. The latter of which was downsized to accommodate additional cabins because, you know, profit. Alright, capitalism aside, let's keep on walking through here. Oh, we can go down to B deck. Probably not a lot to see, but let's enjoy A deck while it lasts. Can I go through this door? Okay, that's cool. Okay, we got the lifts, come through the door. Oh my god! You gotta really push yourself through the door there. Ah, nice and quiet for a little while. Alright, now you just have to hear the sound of my voice. So let's continue onwards here. Let's go down and over. Okay, so we came through. Coming down to traveling cabins for the company itself. None that we can go into, sadly. I wish we could be outside here. This is the stuff that I would like to see. Still at the finishing out dock. Coming on through.
I understand every one of these cabins forward have direct access to their own washrooms. That's quite an advancement from previous ships, even from Titanic. Even from my own flat. Since things hit a crescendo and rapid diminuendo with Claire, I've had to share latrines with that greasy Mr. Tundry and his band of urchins. I will not put up with their privy pinches any longer.
You know, it's one of those things where we take for granted now having your own bathroom on board cruise ships, or anywhere. To actually go back into history and actually really look at it and what you used to have to share and what was considered a luxury is just common practice now. So I find that really interesting as terms as we kind of got to push ourselves through that door. Thanks for making that one easy. All right. Let's see. So we finished out through here. Let's pop through here. Let me just double check. This doorway would lead to a smaller cluster of first-class cabins. These cabins would usually be given away to White Star Line agents traveling on official business. Let's pop through. Beautiful paneling. These cabins are a unique addition to the Britannic. They occupy what was originally open space on the promenade deck and the alcove of the original reading and writing room. Well,
Cabins are quite a priority for them on this ship. I've seen most first-class cabins getting enlarged, while the White Star is squeezing additional ones in wherever they can. Haven't played the pipe organ in quite a long time.
Robin,
I remember visiting
don't
my
interrupt
aunt
yourself.
in Sheffield when I was a child. She used to play such beautiful music on her Wurlitzer to drown out my cries.
I'm not saying I'm bored, Robin, but let's just continue on. Let's stay focused, okay? Let's go down the stairs. Beautiful painting to be put into here, by the way. All right, going down the stairs, still down to B deck. Let's take a look around and see what is you. This doorway leads to the first-class B deck entrance, where passengers would board the ship. All right, continue on. This doorway leads to the first class. Okay, it's closed off. First-class staterooms. Continue walking on through. Let's take a look here. Still can't go through there. Same thing. Entrances for the passengers to the ship. Anything to actually see on B deck? Because right now we are just kind of walking in circles. Okay, looks like we've got the purser's office, but let's. Watertight door deck plate. Interesting. Oh, we can go through here. Okay, hello. This doorway leads to the first-class staterooms. Anything else secret for me to be able to peek around in here? I do see a door back there that I think we can go through to the purser's office. This door leads to the first-class staterooms. Okay, same thing. We able to pop in here? We able to go through the door? Nah, darn. Let's go through the front. I'm stuck in the door. Go through the doors. Come on. There's some heavy doors. All right.
White Star Line is really outdoing themselves with regards to passenger service. In addition to the inquiry office on the deck below, passengers have what appears to be their very own post office right here on B deck.
It's beautiful, though. Just looking at the structure and everything of this. All right. Let's take here. This area took over some of the functions of Olympic and Titanic's purser and inquiry office. From here, passengers could send and receive telegrams as well as post letters. Interesting thing to have a ship, and of course you can come into your own little room for your own private call time. Now I'm assuming, since telegraphs had to be, sent out and transmissions couldn't have done telephone at that point, I'm assuming that this was for calls within the ship, which is interesting, seeing as a ship. It's big, but not that big, so I don't know who else you would call. So that's something that I'm very curious in. All right, let's keep on walking through. Another call room right here, not in use. Well, can't go in at least. Popping through. I think that's all to see on B deck. There's a couple more fixtures to be installed here. Beautifully lit down here, though. All right, let's go down to C deck. I think we do have access right around the corner here. Yep, down we go. Picture has not
begun preparing to dismantle the passenger accommodations. Won't be long now until this ship is bare steel and lit a ceiling.
That's very interesting. So this is supposed to take place as they are starting to take everything off the ship to get her ready for her duty as a hospital vessel. Now it's really interesting, all the kind of props laid around here, because, this would be good storage to put a whole bunch of things that are going to be in the game, just to keep track of everything that you've actually been able to construct. Let's take a look over here really quick. While you cannot get to them, this doorway leads to the first-class staterooms. It is also a watertight door, as Britannic's watertight bulkheads were heightened after the Titanic disaster. Interesting. All right. I think over here we're just going to say that we've got more rooms. Leads first-class staterooms in the Georgian suite, which you can access by touching this door. Not yet. We're not ready. Let's pop through. I gather this is the purser's office. Britannic's inquiry office was essentially the help desk of the ship. Passengers could make requests, give complaints, and make special arrangements for their travels here. Notice the glass encasement that was added, differentiating it from the Titanic and the Olympic. Now it makes you wonder, though, what prompted to have a glass room? Coming over here, okay, this stool's in my way. Okay, so we do have a call system, and then this is actually to drop letters. It's a tube system, fed by gravity or air, and little pockets would pop out of letters or notes. I don't think, maybe it does. Maybe it does have a suction ability to send messages back and forth, instead of having runners running all over the ship. I assume this would be like a daily Bullington board. That's me taking assumptions, but if going off of what we know from cruising now, always good to have reference. Okay.
Well,
Whoop.
here's a stack of memories I should probably begin repressing.
So I'm wondering if in the actual game they're going to have Robin on the Titanic. I don't know what their intention is. I don't know what the story's going to be. But every time we come up upon something that actually is Titanic related, Robin gets antsy. So that's my assumption. But this is actually the history of White Star Line right here, from towards its beginnings to what it's becoming now. Great little Easter egg that's there. Checking around. Anything else for us to be able to nook and cranny find in this episode? I don't think so. Looks great though. Really, really spectacular down to the last detail. Alright, well that's actually everything to see from the interior view. In the next episode, we're actually going to be going through two of the suites, I should say. The Georgian Suite and I think they call it the Royal Suite. I can't even remember at this point. As well as the bathhouse room. And a couple other interior spots before we go to the exterior. And then, of course, we're going to get into the sinking once we cover all of that. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. If you enjoyed what you saw, we do try to put up a video here on the channel every day. If you want to follow us on Instagram, those links are down there in the description below. But with that, I thank you guys so much for coming out to this one, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.